Hi, everybody. Welcome back to And Here is Modi, part 2 with Rabbi Gavriel Bellino in the studio. I was going to discuss, you know what I want to talk about?
What?
Rebbetzins.
Oh, good Lord.
What is that?
What is that? What is that?
Aye.
Isn't that refreshing? Isn't that refreshing that she has no idea what a
It's a
Rebbetzin
blank
is?
slate.
No,
Tabula
it's
rasa here.
literally, you never know what's going to set her
Unbelievable.
off or she's not going to know. The other day we had someone on the show and they were discussing Dinah in the Bible.
Yeah.
And like the story of what happened with her. And she's like, wait, what happened with Dinah?
Oh my God. Spoiler alert.
I can't go into all of it.
God.
What happened to her? It was like someone it came up in, I forgot how it came up in the.
I was waiting here. All she wanted to talk about was Mitzisa Befat with me.
I know.
It's
The
unbelievable.
things that they
It's a reasonable thing to
Stop.
discuss.
I don't
It's
want
the
to. I don't have the courage to discuss that.
That's not
He
what
brought
we're
it
not
up.
doing. I didn't bring it up. You brought
We're not. I can't.
I didn't
Fun,
say
easy,
anything.
You
fun,
said it.
easy, fun,
started
easy.
it.
Go ahead.
Our listeners tell me that I love you because it's fun and easy, and no one's got big opinions, and we're not doing any of that. Period.
Rebbetzin.
A Rebbetzin. Okay, I want to discuss Rebbetzins.
Okay.
I have theories that a Rebbetzin is somebody who is, one of the titles is the wife of the rabbi. A
Okay.
Rebbetzin. Now, there's different types of Rebbetzins. Some of them are, first of all, it's a title. It's not rabbi's wife. Rabbi's wife is a description. Rebbetzin is a title. It's like Her Royal Highness Kate, Princess of Wales. She married and she got that title.
Okay.
Period. That's a Rebbetzin. Now, there are Rebbetzins who they run the whole thing. They run the entire show. When you get to a Chabad house for an event, or you get to a Chabad center, there's a guy comes out, hi, I'm Rabbi Zalman Chochafikovitz, and this and that, very fair, and then behind him comes, hi, I'm Rebbetzin Chani. And you know that this is who you have to deal with for sound, lights, events,
Okay.
she runs the show, period.
Chicken cutlets.
Everything from A to Z. She runs the kids' school, the elderly program, everything. She is, hi, I'm Rebbetzin Chani. That's like the introduction. Then there's the ones that are like, I don't like to be called a Rebbetzin. I'm not a Rebbetzin. My name is Stacy Eskowitz, and it's I'm married to the rabbi. I'm just married to the rabbi. I'm not a Rebbetzin. There's those, right? Those are usually the biggest Rebbetzins because they keep an eye on him. They keep an eye on the rabbi just to make sure the people that come into his life that run the rest of the stuff. Even though she's like, I'm a physical therapist and I'm not a Rebbetzin. I'm okay. So that's like the different types of, and then there's Rebbetzins that you don't have to marry a rabbi to become a Rebbetzin.
What are those?
Dina Ohev Shalom is a Rebbetzin
Okay.
without any. This is a woman who has some kind of, look, she's a rabbi-ish.
But she inherited.
But she inherited too, but it's also she's a Rebbetzin. She helps people, she does things. Her husband's a lawyer and she's running a million. She's a Rebbetzin. She's a Rebbetzin. She's helping, she's teaching, she got that title herself.
I say she inherited it, but she takes her family tradition very seriously.
She's also blessed with a little bit. That's Dina. But I'm talking about
amazing.
other women.
She's amazing.
You know, they're Rebbetzins. So that's like the different types of Rebbetzins. I just was I know why I was thinking about that. I had a little weed and was jogging on the treadmill, and that's what was going through my head. That's where that came into my head. I was thinking about Rebbetzins while I'm on the treadmill, a little stoned.
So it's like if you marry a rabbi, that means you become a Rebbetzin, and some people really rise to the occasion. It sounds like, and takes that.
Yes.
Like you can take that very seriously.
Yes.
And
I mean, it's a strange thing because a leadership position that you don't that you get by virtue of sleeping with a rabbi is like a strange thing. You don't necessarily have
Why does be
skills.
sleeping? Can't just be married to the rabbi?
Okay, that they schluff
You had to go like to the next.
Sorry. That's what makes her Rebbetzin. That's what seals the deal.
She becomes a Rebbetzin in the chuppah, where before she slept with the rabbi.
Well, they had to consummate.
Okay, but
and
still,
now she's a Rebbetzin.
But she was still because she married him, not because she slept with him.
Right.
So that's okay.
That's lovely.
How does this? All I try to do is keep this a clean podcast. That's all I try to do. And my rabbi comes on and schmutzes it immediately. And I never know when your next thing is going to come out.
Oh, that's the worst.
I am so much cleaner than he is.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I've read your books. I haven't read her
Read
books.
your
I
book.
haven't
Oh
read
my
her
God.
books. I have to
See, look at
read
the
her
cover
books.
of it.
I can't read this. Brown paper bag.
Yeah.
I might be a little bit of a Rebbetzin.
You are.
Oh,
When you do all of your philanthropic work, like when anything happens in the Jewish world, in Ukraine, there's T-shirts and sweatshirts, and people are meeting in synagogues, and she's
Instead of sending around a challah bulky, she's giving out sweatshirts. She's the tags also.
That's Rebbetzin-y. That's Rebbetzin-y.
Very Rebbetzin-y.
That's Rebbetzin-y.
I feel like I've become more Rebbetzin-y since I met you.
Yes.
And not you.
He does that.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, you're my favorite rabbi. You know that.
You know how low the bar is?
No, that's not true. No.
How horrible everybody is.
No, you keep saying that. That might be true, but I feel like you guys have given me a different lens through which to view Judaism.
Yes. People that listen to our podcast, or some of them who are completely Reform and conservative Jews, and just like, this is so much fun. And they're listening to what's happening like in the Orthodox world too, or in the Reform worlds. They're so this Passover we just had, I mean, it's 8 days of not eating bread, but like being certain, but like to people who are Reform and Reform Jews and conservative Jews, which are Jews, they are Jews. And they're just not going crazy. Okay, we're not going to eat bread and pizza, but I'm not going to go nuts and clean the whole and this and do that. They again, the choosing people, not the chosen people. And they get to hear this podcast and they hear all the other views of what's happening in the Jewish world and in the world in general.
And
by the way, you said don't talk about your Rebbetzin. I will tell you, his Rebbetzin is the only person smarter than him. She's so smart. Corey, how upset is he right now?
Furious.
You're furious right now. She's, first of all, also looking for the punchline always, and she's an amazing estate lawyer. She's our estate lawyer and makes it so easy. Worst job ever. Everything begins with, God forbid a truck hits you. That's her entire, that's literally, it should say on her degree, on her diploma.
Yeah.
She's Esquire, she's a lawyer of God forbid a bus hits you. That's literally every sentence she begins with. So God forbid a bus hits you. Do you want Leo to be able to take all of your things or distribute your thing? Every question.
Distribute.
If you want Leo, if the bus hits you on a Thursday, do you want to have your burial by Friday or the whole thing? She makes it easy and fun.
It's like the will.
Yeah.
All of the estate.
I need to
plan.
talk to her.
Yeah, she's the best.
No, don't tell me you and Guy don't have any.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Are you crazy?
Not a thing.
You have to do your estate planning.
Yeah.
By the way, I only did my estate planning because after I got married, like the week later, Leo goes, "Who's our estate lawyer?" I want to know. Yeah, Leo makes sure things are done.
Yeah.
And
he waited.
Mashiach energy. Who's the estate lawyer? The rabbi's wife.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
She's so smart. Where'd she go to school?
She went to Cardozo.
Cardozo, and she is so smart.
As long as she didn't go to Columbia.
She did not go to Columbia.
Not at Columbia.
She wouldn't have.
Why not?
I don't know. She didn't get in.
That's my joke.
Well,
That's my joke.
what's your joke?
That's my joke you just did. You've heard me do that joke. When people
know.
asked me, I was going to go to Harvard, but I didn't go. After I had my meeting with them, I said, I'm not going to Harvard. What they say to you in the meeting? I said, we don't want you. So I said, I'm not going here. That's the joke. And you just try to chop.
I usually, when I do the podcast with Noam, the Comedy Cell, and like all of like the smartest journalists in the world.
Yeah.
And they'll be, and so it'll come up like school. And I went to Harvard. And everybody's like, you did? And I'm like, no. No.
All right. Harvard.
Did you see me on that? Did we talk about me being on MSNBC with Ari
Melber?
Melber, Ari Melber? They put me on this little thing, and it was me, Ali Versace, the journalist, and this guy who was the secretary. They kept calling him secretary.
Okay.
Mr. Secretary, you'll be sitting here. Mr. Secretary, you'll be sitting here. Go. What's he the secretary of? Because under Obama, he was the Secretary of Energy. Okay. This man was in charge of nuclear energy under 8 years of Obama.
Okay.
Next level Oppenheimer. It's like and me. Uh-huh. And me. And I'm trying to get jokes in between these two things. And he's talking about through thermal molecule, and I'm like thermal. It was that like so funny. But since then, I've told Leo that whenever we go like to a restaurant or something, when he walks in, say the secretary's here and he'd like to be seated earlier.
That's
I
hysterical.
want to be the secretary. Once you're Secretary of State or Secretary of Transportation, you're Secretary for life.
I like that.
It was so funny. I'm not doing that.
You'd like to make a reservation for the secretary?
Yes.
I'll bet you can get it anywhere. With that.
Secretary of what? Of Shtus. The secretary. No, I'm Secretary of Simcha. Remember I did Secretary of Simcha?
Oh, I love that.
I had that character. I was the Hasidic guy, Secretary of Simcha.
That's so good.
It was so good. I miss him.
Who is that?
No, Secretary of Simcha, Yoeli, yeah.
Oh, Yoeli.
Everybody loves Yoeli, but it's just hard for when I do the Hasidic character of Yoeli. Yeah. I'm in the apartment dressed like a chassid, and Leo's like, I don't need this right now. Leo's like, I can't right now. I'm walking around the house with the pious, the hat, and I'm in full count. I'm speaking to Leo in Yiddish.
Like Leo walked into B&H photo.
And he's like, really?
We should do the podcast with Yoeli once. He could guest host.
Guest host. Oh my God. It was, love Yoeli. Anyway.
Listen, I get like a lot of like tangential fan mail.
Can you not use an SAT word and tell me what tangential...
Tangent, like off the side.
Tangential. Basically, is that in the new trans? He's tangential. He's going to keep his genitals, but not his penis. And then he's going to... And that's tangential. He's transitioning into she, but we'll be keeping... I don't know what tangential means.
It's all the messages that you guys don't respond to, I get.
Okay.
Like people's DM.
You mean all of them. Literally all of them.
I've shown you the unhinged.
It's unbelievable.
I've shown you who can look at these crazy things.
So you know where they send them? They send them to me.
Yeah, good. Good. That's what they should be sending to. One unhinged person sending to another unhinged person.
But one of the nice things is I've gotten messages about these ModicCycles.
Yes!
That we talked about with Ellie Beer.
Yes. Oh. As producer of this podcast, that is your project to make sure that happens.
Do I have clearance on that?
Clearance.
Okay.
ModicCycle for
Only
Ellie
if you can
Beer.
like roll in like Fonzie.
It's so hot.
Do it. Tell him to do it by June 16th when I'll be at the Jerusalem Theater. So that's your job as producer. Leo does not have
this. Yeah,
as much. We need to control Leo's interaction with. He's busy booking the shows. He cannot.
I am fully on board.
Do it
to be in charge of producing this project.
100%. This is those of you who are wondering. We're talking about Ellie Beer was on the podcast.
It was such a good podcast.
Amazing.
It was
podcast.
so amazing.
He is massive Mashiach energy. Ellie Beer is on the podcast. Ellie Beer is United Hatzalah. They respond in seconds in emergencies with motorcycles that are packed full of
medical
medical
Intervention.
response
90
stuff.
seconds or less.
90 seconds or less they get you, and he wants
And
to
if
do a.
you want to sponsor a
We have
ModicCycle,
to
you
sponsor a
can make
ModicCycle.
a donation to United Hatzalah
For the ModicCycle, but it
for
has
the
to be,
ModicCycle.
you have to be. They have to put down that it's for the ModicCycle.
Yeah, you have to write that it's for the ModicCycle,
Yeah.
and we are going to get motorcycles made with a picture of Modi on the side.
And I'm willing to give for the Beacon Show for anybody that does over $10,000. I will give them a ticket to the Beacon the shows at the Beacon Theater. Yes, $10,000 or more. You only need $3,500. 36, 3.5. My
Wow.
dyslexia.
Wow.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was.
You only need. I'm thinking 3 tickets.
Do you have a
so I go through,
whiteboard?
all you need is $3.50,
We're
and
gonna
you
need
have a
an accountant
motorcycle.
here.
I'm so. Could you imagine? I'm allowed to function in society.
$3 if you make a $3 donation.
$36,000.
How much money do we need
$36,000
for one motorcycle?
For
one
one
motorcycle,
motorcycle, but we
yeah.
want to get a fleet.
No, okay, Fleet, but we'll start with
We
one.
start
I
with
want to see
one.
my name on this thing with Leo,
Will there be-
and that's it. This motorcycle was donated
Yeah.
as a motorcycle
Yeah.
to whatever.
Will there be merch? Will there be leather?
Merch. By the way, Ellie Beer gave me that jacket.
Sick.
It was this sick jacket, the United Hatzalah Israeli flag here. My father walks into my Passover Seder. I hand it to him. I may as well have given him Balenciaga nothing my father loves more than free merch.
Mine too.
Free merch. My father's closet, we used to have Armani suits we used to buy for him. He was at Costco. Hey, look at this. It says the workers of Costco. Anyway, so motorcycle, it's your project. Leo can't handle it. It's too much.
Let's do this.
I want to go to Israel for
June 16th.
June 16th.
Do it. Oh, I'll put you up.
Oh my God.
I'll give you more than 5 minutes. I'll give you more than 5 minutes on the. I want.
If I can pull off this motorcycle, I can earn my minutes.
No, come in. Yes. So,
What if I get you a
16,
chopper? What do I get if I get you a chopper?
No, he has. I'm thinking he has everything. Submarines.
Wait, first
everything.
of all, he is amazing. I
unbelievable.
love Ellie Beer so much. That episode was so amazing. He is so amazing. And I just can't wait to hop on the back of one of those motorcycles on the highway.
It's amazing. Yes. So that's it.
So I've been getting messages, and you can keep messaging me, and I'm passing everything along to Ellie, and we're going to make it happen.
Yes. Good. You are going to make this happen.
And about your show in Jerusalem, I bought tickets for somebody for that show already. So.
Did you?
Mhm.
Who'd you buy tickets for?
The people I bought the house from.
Oh, that's right. That was your negotiation.
That was
Sweet
my
little
I offered maybe backstage.
You bought tickets?
I bought tickets.
Wow. You know how much that says about somebody?
That's really nice.
Do you know how much that says about
Friends
somebody?
pay.
If anybody could say, I need 2 tickets to the show, it would be her. She's the co-host of our podcast, but instead of fedreng Leo, again, the goal, I think the goal from that is to how much can we just let off of Leo of running
carrying
everything?
off.
Yes. So she just said, I'm not looking to send Leo, put me on a guest list. She bought 2 tickets. That is so
Of
amazing.
course.
That's I learned that a long time ago. Never ask for buy tickets. Just buy tickets.
Friends pay.
Yep.
I mean, to be clear, they're not for me.
No, but they're
No, I'm just kidding.
they're for the house.
There
Right.
aren't so many. There aren't so many perks here.
Yeah,
that
but
could have been a
come.
perk.
You come June 16. You'll do the show. We'll do the whole Ellie podcast. We'll drive the thing on the stage.
Amazing.
Yeah, Mashiach energy.
Jump the shark.
What?
Jump the shark.
What's jump the
Is
shark?
that on Fonzie thing? On
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay.
Oh, when you go.
Yeah.
vroom.
Yeah.
No, have you ever seen what those? It's like it's a moped motorcycle-y thing with this big thing on the back where they can start cardiothoracic anything on the
unbelievable.
floor. They can bring you right to life, right there. They get to you.
It's incredible. It's an incredible thing.
It's incredible. What else do we? What?
We had a conversation at your birthday party.
Oh.
And I said to Gav, you're not like a normal rabbi. I think you're the best rabbi I've ever met. And I'm not religious. You are an Orthodox rabbi.
Yeah, we're all a mixed bag.
Well, I think that, I don't know, maybe we are, but I said, I think you're right. You're tzaddik.
I'm not. This is
okay. He's not a tzaddik. He's
You both are. Can I have an
No,
opinion?
I
have certain things that I'm into.
He has tzaddik qualities.
I have my
but
thing.
to throw tzaddik around like that?
I'm not. First of all, have you ever heard me say?
Not me just calling you not a tzaddik.
That's the best. That's fine. That's fine.
Is that everybody else? This rabbi's a tzaddik. This is literally Ashkenazi, but I do.
Do it.
Him a tzaddik?
Are you out of your mind?
Are you out of your mind? No. Are you? That is hysterical.
Have we met?
She calls you a tzaddik, and I go, I wouldn't say tzaddik. This is hysterical.
I think that
tzaddik is a righteous person. Those of you who don't know,
Not this guy.
and there's only 36 on Earth at the time.
What do you mean?
36, 38.
Yeah, the 36.
36. There's 30.
No, I mean, that's not theology. Also,
Is that true?
Who's perfect? No one's perfect.
She's already upset. She's already ready to go. She's ready to get angry about something in Judaism.
She's like, and how many of the 36 are women?
Are there any women? Are there? She's already. Look at her. She's on guard.
She's already ready to pounce on us.
Oh, a new philosophy I haven't learned in Judaism.
I have a 37.
How angry are they going to make me? Yes. At any given moment, there's 36.
What if it's a conjoined twin? Is it one or two?
No.
Oh, shut up.
Oh my God.
Leave us alone.
Oh, just enjoy it. 36 people are on Earth at any given time that bring their energy.
And they're hidden.
And they're hidden. You don't know who they are.
What are they, under the fucking couch?
No. They're not in hiding. They're hidden.
There. You had to throw F in there.
I said that both of you are tzaddik, and you're telling me now, no, it's not true. You can't be.
Hold on.
We have our moments.
You have your moments of your tzaddik. When you do your fundraising for whatever causes you do it, you're a little tzaddik in you. When I'm trying to get people to laugh and you have a little tzaddik in you. To be a full-blown tzaddik, this is another level.
Yeah,
and he's a tzaddik. He runs a synagogue. Everybody feels welcome.
But why are you telling me there are only 36?
Go ahead. Here, you know what? I'm done. Go ahead. Go.
I don't even. By the way, I don't even know the. I don't even know. I don't even know the history. I don't even know the history of this.
You are lying.
No, I don't know the history of it. I know we talk about it in like Hasidic storytelling that there are 36 holy tzadikim that are hidden, and you don't necessarily. It's, by the way, it's a way of getting you to treat people that seem horrible like better, right? Because it's always like the worst guy. It's always the worst person in the room.
Yep.
That's the hidden tzaddik.
That's right.
So if you treat everybody horrible as if they're actually a hidden tzaddik, so maybe like the world will be in a better place. That's probably what's going on there. But one of the traditions is that there are 36 holy tzaddik, there are 36 righteous people. By the way, I say there's 0 righteous people.
No.
Right,
no,
0.
No,
0.
No,
Everyone is fallible. Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone
is a human.
Makes mistakes, but sometimes those mistakes are made with something that's learned from it and something that's amazing from
halavai. But everyone makes mistakes. Everyone loses their temper. Everyone has their moments of being off. So there's no righteous. There are people that try to do good.
But we don't know who they are.
Good.
We don't know who they are. Maybe they're in Alaska. You haven't met them.
So you're saying
I'm not going to Alaska, Modi.
No, but I'm just saying. But they're there. It's a nice thing. That's what we teach. That's what I've started my own religion.
Look at you
in Modiism. No, but it's a nice way to think that the energy of these people are controlling the world from completely falling apart. That's one of the ways of looking at it. And they cause a ripple effect of good enough to cover the bad.
So why are they the
Dr.
ones?
Wayne Dyer speaks about this a lot. And he's not Jewish and doesn't speak about tzadikim. There's people who have energy in the world that keep the world from falling apart. You can't just have all negative energy.
But why is it the person who's usually you think is horrible?
So that's part of the storytelling. It's not that's not.
So tell the story.
No, but that is a trope in storytelling.
So when you're dealing with somebody who's horrible, but it brought something good in you out of it or whatever it is, that person caused that, and it's not going to be a tzaddik. Oh, it's a rabbi with a white beard and teaches Torah, and it doesn't have to be that.
I mean, there's a whole intellectual history
that's-
to it. It really like starts actually in the Zohar, where it's always that wisdom comes from this unexpected place. It's always like the kid wandering around in a field that tells you the supernal secrets of the world. Then, like in the storytelling of Chabad, actually becomes a thing under the Frierdiker Rebbe.
Yes.
That it's like that it's the hidden tzadikim, that the people you would think are the worst guy in shul it turns out to be the holiest, most righteous. And and then it has life. Karbach has lots of stories that are like based on the Frierdiker retelling of that
the
Zohar.
Frierdiker, the Rebbe who was the Rebbe before the Rebbe that.
So that's where it's coming from. As theology, I have no idea, but that's a nice thing to say. 36. By the way, I wish there were 36 holy, righteous people. I hope
Otherwise, the world would be completely falling apart.
It is falling apart,
but not completely.
Fine. You're welcome.
That's it.
We discussed this.
What do people say? We're gonna disagree to disagree.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Let's agree. No, let's agree.
I hate people say that. Just disagree.
Let's agree to agree.
Agree to agree.
We're gonna disagree to disagree.
We're gonna disagree to disagree. What does that even mean? I love that.
They hand me microphones.
It's unbelievable.
It is insane that
it's so good.
We're gonna disagree to
We're gonna disagree to disagree.
Oh my God.
That's our new shul motto.
That's it.
Disagree. Ugh.
What else?
You look like you're in really excellent shape, by the way. Have you been like eating just protein shakes and cans of tuna fish?
Yeah, what's your practice?
What is going? I mean, you always look like you're in good
Keels
shape.
at the gym.
Okay.
Keels. I'm old school. I am an old school gay. I've been going to Equinox forever. They have Keels there. I put it all over my face, on my body. It keeps you toned. And I will tell you right now, there's no secret. Exercise. Get addicted to exercising. Rabbi here is insane. By the way,
I've taken a break.
You've taken
I've taken a break. There was an accident.
That weight falling on your face.
There was an accident, and I'm gonna
you're
go back.
always boxing.
No, I don't box.
He's boxing, kickboxing,
I don't
ice plunging, and all at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Ice plunging.
4
I'm into
a.m.
that.
He's
I'm
like
into the ice plunge.
At these hours that are crazy.
No, I love. By the way, waking up when your enemies are sleeping. The best.
Ooh, I like that.
It's absolutely the best. I know that I'm going there. I'm opening up.
Enemies do you
Whatever. I assume they're sleeping.
Your inner enemies.
That also.
Oh. Your inner enemies are sleeping.
Next specific storytelling.
Yes, my inner at 4 a.m. when I can't sleep, my inner enemies are still sleeping. I'm alone. Yeah. And then going and exercise.
And then you exercise.
At 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Are you guys exercising at 4 in the morning?
Not me.
That's the way I do it.
Late in the afternoon.
Where?
Leo answers a few emails and we go to the gym. And then
I go to underground training.
At 4 in the morning?
In Tenafly, New Jersey. It's the best. I often open it up and I have a routine and I try to keep like nutrition in check. It's not getting easier.
You often open it up.
I know. I'm like,
I open up the gym. I'm like the gap. I'm like the Shamish. I'm the Shamish.
Whenever you have, like in every synagogue,
oh my God,
every
so funny.
eulogy, and he was the one that came to synagogue first, and he opened the synagogue. By the way, my father opens it. My father has a key to the synagogue. He gets here Saturday, an hour before anybody opens it up. My father loves that.
Your father.
So now you're the one opening the gym.
Yeah.
That's so
the best?
funny.
It's so good.
Why do you have a key to the gym?
First of all, it's a combination, Periel. Number two, I'm a very responsible person.
Spa gyms that Leo and I go to. It's some like.
So what?
It's not bro. We're not so
broy.
I can be bro. It depends who's there. It's a CrossFit gym. It's great. It's the best. It's
okay.
No,
so
okay.
Great.
I just don't understand why you have a key.
But you asked what's the you. Exercise whatever you can do.
Also, wait,
walk.
Because also what happens?
I'm not going to be able to put
what happens though.
Writing on this because you guys are talking over each other.
Nothing happens at 4 in the morning. There are no there are no distractions. There are no emergencies usually. There are no like bizarre texts. There's nothing I have to deal with. I know that I can work out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I know that it's not that I got it in, and that if I did it later, when I do it later, always something comes up, or I feel tired, or
Yeah, of course you're tired. You're waking up at 3 in the
whatever.
morning.
No, you get into the rhythm. You learn it. It's the best.
It works for him.
It's the absolute
Whatever
best.
works for you. 4 a.m. works for him.
Yeah.
Me, an afternoon in a Celsius.
It-
A Celsius
that helps
drink,
too. I
and
have,
that's
so I
it.
drink that also in the morning.
And if there's no show at night, a little hit of weed, and I'm in heaven.
Now, what about
That's the trick. But you have to find some kind of exercise that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it.
The
It
secret
has to
is
be whatever it is.
the
No,
secret
I
is
do the elliptical.
don't drop weights on your face. That's the thing. I dropped a weight on my face.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was okay. It was a little scary. It was scary. It was.
You had a big black eye.
I had.
You
by
still
the way,
do.
I still do a little bit. When the surgeon, he was stitching me up. I asked him how many stitches. He said, "Well, how many do you think?" I said, "I think I counted 18." He said, "Oh, you're way under."
What kind
I
of
said-
doctor do
I
you
know,
have that gives
I know.
you riddles?
I said, how
many do you think you
I said to him, how many?
I would
How
slap
many is-
his face.
How many? He says, I lost count myself. Yeah, it was like way over.
I don't like that
Was it a
answer.
plastic surgeon?
Yeah,
that did
but
it?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You
of
didn't
course.
hire some guy.
The moneymaker? Are you nuts?
The money maker. Hilarious. Because
I don't like that
when,
answer.
when you're in the ER, they ask you,
Yeah.
do you want it sutured up by somebody who's going to make
I
this look?
picture a PA with Parkinson's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in.
some guy. I'm a physician's assistant.
Yeah.
They might be
They
the
bring in the
best
boa.
ones,
They bring
too.
in the boil.
I almost made that joke, but I was trying to not be dirty.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're so good.
What about the ice plunging?
Do you do that? Are you into that?
If it's around, I do. I did it in one of the resorts in Passover.
Really?
It's the best thing in the world. It pops you
Really?
right up.
I
Also a little bit of a mikvah.
Yeah.
It's very.
Do you know that I've never been to a mikvah?
Shocking. No.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
You never been to a mikvah? Could you
Unbelievable.
imagine?
I can't
Such
imagine
a pure
that.
soul.
I mean, come on.
Are you? Why would you set that up? You could just gone to. I've never been to a mikvah. Can you believe?
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
I
As if
can't
we're both
believe
gonna
it.
sit here in awe.
I hear it, but I don't believe it.
You should go. Have you ever been in the beach? Have you been in the ocean?
That's a mikvah.
Yeah.
That's a mikvah, but you just put a little consciousness into it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
purifying my soul. Go in the ocean.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I have a lot of
She's gonna come out of Rebbetzin.
Well, okay.
I don't know about the mikvah. We can save that for another episode. What else? What else is going on? You're going to Australia.
Could you believe that?
It's so far.
It's so far.
How are you gonna
It's
do
not.
that?
We didn't even think about. We're not even think. I can't think about that.
You're going for a couple of weeks, though, right?
No,
No.
we're not going for a couple of weeks. We're going for a little bit more than a week.
Okay.
We luckily have shows all over the place.
Are you
no,
flying from California?
No. So we, as you know, use high class travel.
Yeah.
There's a high class travel. There's a Hasidische run organization. They are amazing. Yossi is insane, and they're flying us. They're flying us. They took.
Yoeli in the pilot seat.
Hello. I'm gonna take you there. It's a chusid. Hello, hi. This is Yoeli here up at the front. Okay. I want to tell you, having a little delay. It's nothing to do with us. There's something by the gate. They can't get the machine killer to bring the thing over. So, no, but they got us amazing through our points. We're flying down there, but through New Zealand. We're going straight to New Zealand, and from New Zealand to Melbourne.
Great.
And so it's a 15-hour flight, and then whatever to get to Melbourne, and then it's 5 days before you left. you get there and it's sukkahs. It's literally
unbelievable.
And then we have these sold out shows, which is going to be the most
Oh my
lit
God.
energy. Australia to me is the market that COVID created. COVID
'Cause-
made Australia. Australians said, "Hey, we can do these Zoom shows with Modi in all the way in
That's
New York."
That makes
And we built a whole thing out there. And Australia is going to be so insanely lit.
It's
and so
incredible.
great.
You have his 5 sold out shows
It's
in
unbelievable.
Australia.
Well, almost sold out, but yes, there's still tickets available. Hopefully by now there isn't, but yeah, they're selling out, and they're in August. August, yeah,
I
in
don't-
August. In August, they're
Asking me.
in August. They're in August. How fun! How great is
Incredible.
that?
Incredible, really.
Alba
Unbelievable.
Confot
It's,
Haaretz, to the 4 corners of the
It's
earth.
so far.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Australians are the best. They're really the best.
Do you ever? I
No.
refuse to do that accent
Oh, you
or
can't.
do any joke about koala bears.
No, no.
I don't do
Kangaroo.
any of that.
None of that.
None of that.
Boomerang jokes?
There'll be none of that.
Crocodile.
None of that.
Crocodile Moody.
No, none of that. None of that. There's no crocodile Modi. There's a New York Jew flying to Australia, period. They don't want to hear their own accent.
Good Yom Tov, mate.
Could you imagine having to listen to that all day long, those accents? I must tell you. Just tell me.
My roommates in yeshiva were Australian, and they were the best. They taught me how to drink. One of them was like a hypochondriac alcoholic, so he would wake me up like, Gav, my liver hurts. Middle of the night. Nuts.
What did you say?
Nuts. I was like, go to sleep. Your liver doesn't have nerve endings. It can't hurt. Go to sleep.
Not you being a nephrologist.
I know. Oh, wow.
I didn't think I had that in me.
I don't know. Maybe it could hurt. I don't know. That's what I said. I was 17 years old.
I might be completely wrong.
I have no idea what a nephrologist is.
I think
That's a kidney doctor. That's a kidney doctor.
I'm so stupid. Could you believe how dumb?
You're gonna get some really weird.
The confidence with which I said that. I'm so.
You're gonna get some tangential emails from the nephrology community.
The nephrology community.
The nephrology.
They're really mean. They're really.
Oh my God.
Very passionate bunch. Oh.
So that and the Jerusalem show too, which is going to be Liddy.
How long are you in Jerusalem for?
Well, we're staying there for a wedding. I'm staying there we're going down there, and it's so fun that the show and then the family event. So like that, the show's not going to be sitting on my head. Then I have the wedding of like our family over there, and it's going to be, I'm officiating.
Great.
I'm the, yes,
Oh my God, I
will
love
be.
that.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing whatever they have to do with the
Rabbanut,
Yeah. It's a whole thing out there.
I got married in Israel. I didn't do anything with the
'cause
Rabbanut.
of course you didn't.
Who's
Your
surprised?
license- but your license is in America.
No, I hired a professor, like a rabbi professor, but not that like I don't need like a get if I want to get divorced.
They're gonna come after her. They're gonna come
She's
after her right
not-
now. She's
she
so
is-
Well, I'm not a cow. Like, I don't need permission to get divorced. And if you get married by the rabbinical whatever,
We always go there. Okay.
how could I not go there?
I have no idea how you got there. You are married. You are married with a license. Your license to your husband, Guy.
From 7-Eleven.
Zecher Tzadik. This guy.
This guy.
Who just knows how to turn off.
I love him.
He stares at her like this. Modi.
He's the best.
Modi, הופעה הייתה נהדרת. Periel.
It was a fun hang with him the other
He's a
day.
fun hang, yeah. But you guys are married under. He does not listen to this podcast.
He might. Because he wants to hear me talk more when I'm not in the house.
Right, that's what he wants. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Put her on in his
when
ear,
he's driving
in his ear while
imagine?
he's gonna put on. It's the 1 hour I have to not hear her voice. I'm gonna plug my thing with iPad
so
and have her drill into my brain. That's he's gonna literally. But you guys are married with a New York State license, right? Okay, so that's it. That's whatever you did in Israel was a ceremony. But your license is here in America.
Yeah, we're licensed.
Yeah.
How long are you married?
14 years.
Wow.
But for him, it's like 2 minutes underwater. Hello,
Folks.
Is this on?
A guy listens to probably, I would say, 3% of what I say.
Literally. That's my joke. Always listen to your wife. You don't have to hear what she's saying. But listen, just look, and he listens. He looks at you, and he hears you.
No, he walks
he's so
out.
great.
In the I could be mid-sentence, and he just walks into
so
the end.
great. He's such a good person.
He walks out on your middle sentence, and you just keep going, right? You don't stop. You just go, you just keep going.
Infuriating.
Where did you meet?
In Israel.
Yeah.
At a wedding, at my cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a one-night stand.
Yeah. Okay.
It's true. I was just looking for a really hot Israeli guy. He fell in love with me.
And the green card doesn't bother him. And no, he loves her. He loves her. Yes, and she loves him, and so much so that she embraces his family. So she's it's love.
I'm like an angel.
Are you?
The in-laws are such a thing. The in-laws are such a
Oh my God.
My parents, they you know how much they love Leo?
Who doesn't? You
Who
can't
doesn't?
not love
No.
Leo though.
And then you have your parents. So let me just set this up for you in your head. You live in Tenafly?
Yeah.
Teaneck.
Teaneck.
Teaneck, same thing. Teaneck, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
It's right there, right?
Close.
He lives in Teaneck with his wife and his children.
Yeah.
And they go to school there, and the kids are geniuses and brilliant. And his parents live in Manhattan, and they have an apartment that he lives next door.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen the show Everybody Loves Ray?
Yeah.
His parents think he is like the
Tzadik.
Kochav Hashamayim, the star of
They
the
do
whole.
not.
Hilarious.
They do not.
Yeah, he doesn't
Pesach
even
was a
mean
very
it.
long holiday, Modi. I don't think so. I
Okay,
don't
well,
think-
You're an
man.
only child?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who could believe?
Me too.
Yeah. So, and then they live there next door. It's literally everyone loves Raymond on 15th Street.
That's a great analogy. I think of it like a French farce, like a door will slam and then someone will come back with a pie.
No, I've seen your mother stare at your wife like this. Literally, the way Ray's mom used to look at. He goes, "Here, let me show you how to clean that. I'll show you. Now that's a good way to start. Let me show you how to clean that now. Literally,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah."
Yeah, my mother-in-law hates me.
Really? No.
My mother-in-law hates me. That's literally. That should be your
Very next book.
Of course she does. I stole her baby from her. I'm
No,
like,
but you let her visit. You gave her a grandchild.
yeah, but I took him out of the Holy Land to this. I brought him to this evil country.
Yeah. Not that I should speak about Leo's family, but the same thing. His mother's from Ireland. His father's from Spain, and the mother, he moved to America and left Spain for her. And I guess that would piss any parent off.
Yeah, I mean, why would anybody want to leave Bat Yam?
Nice.
Why would anybody want to leave Bat Yam?
That's amazing.
A memoir.
Wow.
A memoir.
A memoir.
Why would anyone
Periel.
want to leave Bat Yam?
Can imagine.
Imagine.
We took my mother-in-law to one of my best friend from college's houses, and she lives in really a mansion on a private lake in the most gorgeous. It looks like a villa somewhere in Europe. And my mother-in-law walks in and she goes, it's nice. I mean, I would never want to live here. But nobody's inviting you to live here.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, my parents also, my mom also says what she's thinking right away. There's zero.
Often ling, often sing.
Right, which teaches you not to do that. Teaches you not to do that. That's it. That's all that does.
Interesting.
That's all. Parents are there to where they're midos, their best qualities, learn that, and you see how it works. And whatever the qualities you don't like, just don't do them. That's it. They show you that.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what parents are for.
Is that what you're supposed to learn from your parents?
Yeah, 100%. What else do you want to learn from your parents?
No. It's a very interesting perspective. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
What can you offer your children?
Hopefully
more than that.
I want you to think about your child. And he sees you, and he sees you yapping, and your husband walks out of the room. In his mind, oh, that's an option. If my wife is ever yapping at me, I'm going to walk out of the room. Period. That's a lesson your son. That's just
You're really teaching them well.
Yes, I think yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, the lesson to that is that that's actually really rude. You don't walk out mid-sentence.
Rude is telling you, shut up. I don't agree with anything you have. Shut tistemitape.
No, that's not rude.
Would be rude.
You would never walk out Leo mid-sentence. You would never do that.
No, but the sentences are quick and fast, and we get to the point. Leo and I we're soulmates. We're thinking already in the same head. So there's just two words can be not till later, and then boom. I need to pop, pip, pop, ting, tang, 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 boom, boom. You in 2 words, you understand each other and what needs to be done, and that's because we live together, we work together. We're everything's already we're in the same head.
Might be a gay thing.
Maybe a gay thing.
I think it might be a gay man thing.
No.
I'm telling you, I have a couple of. You're not my only gays that have been together for like 20. I mean, long.
No.
It's different. It's like,
I've met your other gays. I've met your other gays. You can always judge the quality of a woman by the gays she keeps.
Oh, that's so wise.
you haven't met all my other gays.
Yes, but is that not true? You can judge the
Yes.
quality of a woman by the gays she keeps.
Yes.
If they're high quality gays, not just needy and taking gays, they're gays that help you move along, and they're like almost not just your therapist, but they're friends, and they give you another perspective of what's
Yes,
happening in your
that's
world.
right.
That's it. Then there's women who have no gays in their lives.
Big.
You gotta
big
have
tra-
gays.
yeah.
You gotta have gays in your life. Otherwise, it's not that pretty.
That's right.
Yeah.
You have to have like a team, really.
It's a part of the team. They're
Yeah.
part of the teams. These are the gays on the team.
These are my gays.
These are my gays. This is my accountant. These are the gays. That's the team.
Yeah, the people who are like in charge of like major things, I've tried to make sure many of them are gays throughout the course of my life. When I was younger, I realized that was the smart thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. What are the gays in your life? Me.
Oh my God, I have a.
Do you have a
I
team?
prefer. First of all, I prefer them. I certainly prefer them. And then I have a whole team. I have lots of friends, of course.
We're gonna vet that.
Vet the list.
Want to vet the list?
I mean, it's a good list. It's a great
It's
list.
a great list.
It's a great list.
Yes.
I one of them took my daughter and me to Olivia Rodrigo the other night.
Oh, you're
That's
the
a-
best
That's
dad.
a good. That's a good gay.
That's a
good
good
guy.
guy.
That's a
good
very
guy.
good
That's
guy.
a good guy.
100%. Yes. But kids, I think, do what they see their parents do. You know, your child's gonna realize that you had patience for the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I hope
They
so.
see that, so they're gonna have. I see that. As someone who doesn't have kids, you see things differently. You guys are too immersed in we have kids. When someone from outside, I'm at a
Oh, that's
Pesach
so
program with thousands of children running around. You see. It's so funny to be at these Passover programs. It's the entire family. So you have the father who's in the father or the grandfather,
Mhm.
depending who you are, in their 80s. Then you have his sons, and they kind of all look the same.
Mhm.
And they look a little bit like, and then you see their sons, and it's so crazy that you see the same face, and like it's like but like 4 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these.
It's weird that we're still surprised by genetics.
It's genetics. No,
But, like, it's-
but to see it like that, and you see the generations of it, and,
Like
and
Gregor Mendel over here.
I once told Leo, I once said to Leo, you know, you always see these fathers and sons that look exactly the same and talk the same, and they act the same, and like I'm not. You'd never know me and my father. my Leo goes, "Are you kidding
Are
me?
you nuts?
When I met your father, I go, oh, this is Modi." He goes,
Oh, so funny.
he goes, "Oh my God, when I met your I knew," he said, this is what Leo said, "When I met your father, I knew what I was getting into."
Oh my God, that's so
Wow.
funny.
That's very
And
sweet.
chose to stay with it.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
great
of
my
course.
father is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's like part of our maturation is we like to think that we're different from our parents, but we're probably the same.
We're the same,
Right.
but we
Yeah.
try to differ,
Yeah.
to be in a better way.
We're not the same.
I've met your parents.
We're not the same. You're not the same as your parents
Well,
either.
We're probably more alike than we like to think sometimes.
When you say the same, it's. I don't mean the same.
Obviously,
Everything.
you
It's.
create your own identity, but
I was once driving. I was driving, and my niece Liron was in the car, and she's watching me. She goes, "Oh my God,
Oh.
you drive like Saba."
Oh, that's so
She goes, "You drive like Saba. You do everything like I know. I pat the wheel. I do
That's
this and that.
sweet.
I'm always looking in the mirrors." My father was a driving teacher in Israel. He taught me how to drive. I was the only one. I drive. He taught me how to drive. Period. And like good. You know, look here, look there. I'm always in the mirrors. Leo's in shock at how much I'm in the mirrors. He's in shock. And she goes, so I am like my father. I
Yeah.
drive like my father. Okay.
Driving teacher in Israel is a joke in and of itself.
It's such
Oh my God.
it says so much about somebody. Yeah. It says so much about somebody. They have the freedom of their work. They're not in an office.
Yeah. And also you have to like be like so sharp because everybody there drives like a lunatic.
No, but I think he had the car that had on his side gas and brakes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes. My father had
so
the Mercedes that he taught the driving in, and I think he had the brakes and the gas on his side too.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that existed.
Yes. You never saw like the teacher's cars that there's
No.
Who taught you how to drive?
My driver's ed teacher.
And that didn't have the dual control?
I don't remember.
It at least had a brake.
I really don't remember. You don't
Okay.
see it. Mr. Kozlonsky or something. He had a cute son.
Oh my God. Okay, I got my permit. When I got my permit, I love driving. I love driving till today.
Yeah.
I love to drive. I just love it. I don't know why. I love to drive. When I was all I wanted to do was drive. When I was 16. So in New York, you get your permit at 16. Right? And they give you this permit, you've applied. And I told my parents aren't going to read what the hell it says on it. I go, my mom and I go, I can drive with you now. I can drive. You have to be enrolled in classes.
Yeah.
You have to be like, whatever. I was like, no, I can drive now. I can drive now with you. And my father's like, okay. Yeah. My father didn't drive with any of my sisters. So he gets in the car. He starts to tell me how to this, that. We pull up I'm just driving, my first time driving. I didn't understand this. And it was in my uncle's Wagoneer. My uncle, for some reason, my father had my uncle's Wagoneer at that time. And I'm driving. I get to the red light. I get to a stop sign. And I see the other car come, and I go to them like this. You go and you go. My father starts screaming at me, "Al tenel tnuah." You're not a traffic cop. You don't you let them. If he does this and he hits him, it's your fault. Don't direct traffic. You know, I was like, that was my first minute of driving, period. And then my father just taught me how to drive. So it's, yeah. Oh my God. When I did take driver's ed, again, now I get to drive this guy's car. I was so excited. I'm sitting in the wheel, and the driver teacher's here, and his window's open, and some other teacher from the school went over to say hi to him. I pulled out. I'm like, I don't know. Hi to him. I pull out. He made me. He let me. He told me to pull over and to get in the back, and I didn't drive that. It was so funny. I pulled out like a maniac. I just right, and the guy was talking to him. He was so upset.
That's so funny.
But my permit year, I sat and waited for my mother to come home every day, and I drove her to the dry cleaners, to the supermarket, to the butcher, to whatever she had to go to. I was always driving, love it. Even till today, I just love to drive.
Leo doesn't get to drive.
Leo hates driving, and he used to drive a lot. He lived in Georgia and Miami. He drove. He even have a truck license. But in New York, he's like, there's no lanes. There's no lanes. There's no lane. People have to make up their own lanes here.
First of all,
it's exhilarating.
Every road in New York is ripped up and there's no lines. He's used to Florida and Georgia where here's the line that's going to turn. Here's the line that's not going to turn. And in New York, it's like you figure out where you're turning from.
Wait, were you with Leo when you were driving the smart car?
Yeah, the smart car, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He said that was
terrifying.
he called that a beige flag.
A red flag. A beige flag. Yeah. So,
First of all, the first time I got
terrifying
in the car with the two of them, I said, "Who's driving?" And they just both looked at me and started cracking up.
Leo, I will tell you one thing. While I am driving, he's running the world. I've seen him launch shows, like links going live and this and that, while like literally like this, right off of his phone, and like the agent, the manager, the this, the
Your car, I have been in like borderline like road trips with them in that car. It's not a car. It's like an office on wheels.
Leo,
Like you guys they are running everything now just from the car.
No, it's just Leo's running thing and the phone calls are coming in. She's just in the car when the phone calls come in. You know, that's not running the world. I'm driving. When you drive, drive. When you drive, drive. Don't text, don't DJ, drive. Don't drink and eat.
Let's agree to drive.
Let's disagree to disagree.
Okay.
Do you know that like only recently in Europe they made like cup holders in the European cars? The European cars didn't have cup holders because when you're driving, you shouldn't be drinking.
The fat Americans.
Driving. But fat Americans used to have the gulp and that.
All right.
Pulling away from that driving teacher.
That is so funny.
So funny. I'm so okay.
That was very funny. The first episode was more serious than the second episode. The second episode was very funny.
Although I do think the second episode might be airing first. No, you can't. You do it in order. Because with the ModicCycle thing, we done?
We can be.
Yeah.
It's 49 minutes. How many?
That's enough for anybody to listen to our voices.
50.
Let me shut up.
It's enough.
Enough. Good nog. Oh, those of you listening to my voice, thank you. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my God, I didn't plug the special in the. What the hell is wrong with me? This what happens? Okay, my comedy special is out. It's called Know Your Audience, and it's available on YouTube. It's just a way for you to send laughs to your friends. Share the link with anybody that you think needs a good laugh in the Jewish community, outside the Jewish community, any millennials, Gen Zs, or people who are computer savvy. This is your opportunity to go to your grandmother, grandfather, Zaidi, Bubby, Saba, Safta, who don't know how to make that happen on their television. Sit with them and watch it with them. That is my favorite stories that people tell me. I went to my grandmother's and we were in wherever she is, whatever home she's in, and we put it up and we both laughed. And that's what that comedy special is there for. Know your audience. It's for everybody. I know my audience, and it's all for you. It's on YouTube. Watch it, enjoy it, and let us know what you think. And of course, like it. And the shows, Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Wow, I'm saying that. You can't just pass over that. Jerusalem, West Hampton, Atlantic City, many other shows coming up, all on ModicLive.com. Find a show near you, send it to your friends, be the friend that brings the friends to the comedy show. Buy a few tickets, don't just buy 2 tickets, buy a few tickets, and by the time the show comes, you'll have someone begging you to come. And in Australia and all of that, ModicLive.com, just give a kick, look inside where shows are and find one near you, find one near your friends and send it to them. Rabbi Gavriel Bellino, I cannot thank you enough.
Thanks for having me. So fun.
You're the best.
You're the best.
What a treat in life to have your rabbi as a friend too. Not just like, he's the rabbi, but it's a friend. Punchlines, jokes, sending to each other, laughing, working, going. I'm blessed. And Periel, available at Periel Ashton Brand, or whatever, however you say her last name.
Soon at a mikveh near you.
Soon at a mikveh.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.